We're headed to Ruby Falls, Alberta. This trail has been on my bucket list for a really long time. People online have discouraged us from attempting the trail this time of year due to the deep snow in the Rocky Mountains. So far, no one has successfully made it in a 4x4 since the snow has arrived. Even one of the guys on the trail with us today tried to scout it with his friends on four-wheelers and side-by-sides last weekend, and they only made it halfway before they turned around. But with all the pictures and videos I've seen online of this trail, I definitely wanted to give it a try. It's about 900 kilometers to the trailhead. We are leaving the day before and camping overnight to get an early start in the morning. Morning comes and it's time to top off with fuel and air down before hitting the trail. I've never wheeled with anything this large and can't wait to see it on the trail. I have to admit though, seeing it in my rear view is both cool and intimidating. If you want to see more of his build, check out my video on the Zombie Apocalypse Overlander. Unfortunately, Wayne had some mechanical issues with the Deuce and decided not to continue on the trail with us. People working in the area said they got a foot of snow 2 days before. The trail is very easy so far, and everyone has gotten out to socialize and take in the gorgeous views of the mountains. At this point, I'm wondering what the hike is. This trail isn't that hard, so I take the time to play on a couple obstacles along the way. I barely get this thought, and the first stuck of the day happens. We worked as a team, and when one of the group would get stuck in a soft spot, the others would look for an alternate route so everyone can continue moving forward. The snow was like sand, with a hard crust on top. People were getting stuck more often, and it's getting harder to pull them out.
Thanks, Tim.
Keep going a little bit. Oh, ho, ho, ho! It fell off. Back up just a bit. Right? It's time to lower pressures again, because the snow is getting softer and we are spending way too much time pulling each other out. Kevin got one tire really low, so he had to put a little air back in on this one.
Berries. You never get stuck, but when you do.
Oh well, he's up past the tire, so he's like up to here.
Well, it's my turn to winch. I went to look at what appeared to be another track, but it was a dead end. Coming back out, I hit one of many soft, deep spots and got buried in the snow. The shovels and traction boards are sure getting a workout today. I have never used traction boards before, but they have been a lifesaver on this trip so far.
Okay, I want to film this. Hold it. Stop there. You good? All right, I'm recording.
You know the spirits are high when you have to pause the action to be sure that it's caught on tape. Oh, the life of a dog. Just sitting around, taking in all the action. I sometimes wonder what they're thinking. Well guys, we've made pretty good progress till the last couple hours. Snow's gotten deep, gotten soft. Everybody's going to have to air down now more and see if we can go farther.
now what? I just keep going? Follow the path that looks the shallowest. Anywhere there's something coming through the snow.
Ryan gets aired down quickly and goes in search of the easiest route to continue the trail, but his exploring doesn't last very long. Well guys, it's 4:30. We haven't made it there yet. It's been a lot more difficult than we expected. We just got through probably a quarter mile of really hard stuff where everybody was just always stuck. Not sure if we're going to actually make it here yet today. We picked a different strategy in where we went. We're trying to find spots that the sun has hit it and firmed it up a bit, but I don't know that we're going to get there today.
Pop and
I heard it from up there. Actually, I heard it.
Yeah, I said, what's that noise?
Oh, there goes the bead.
Oh man.
And not have to lay them in the mud and then they're all muddy and
A little more.
you gotta clean. Oh, that's how. I'll just clean the... This is our first pot beat of the day. We are probably lucky because people are having to go deep into the single-digit air pressure numbers just to stay afloat. We use a high lift to get the tire off the ground and then onboard air to blow it up. It probably took longer to get the jack out of the Jeep than it did to reseat the bead and continue on. But as you can see, you have to be careful because high lift jacks are dangerous and this one kicks out on
Push
us.
the fucking Jeep over to get it to move just enough. Yeah. Pick it up right from the hitch? Yeah. Shackling the hitch.
Okay, you left something in the snow. What is that?
I think it's a part of me truck.
That was optional.
I think so, right? Well, now I got more room for bigger tires.
Beautiful day in paradise. Huh? For a beautiful day in paradise.
Tyrone definitely sums it up. What a beautiful day in paradise. Even if we don't get to the end of the trail, the views have been epic. The weather absolutely gorgeous, and the camaraderie with people I just met, stellar. This won't be the last time I go out with this group or come back to this mountain trail. We arrive at the last section of woods before the falls. It has been a struggle to get to this point, but the snow is even deeper and the trail is very narrow. While a couple of us work to get through the trail at the entrance, others are looking for an alternate route. The woods section is about 3.5 kilometers long with 2 huge hills. We stopped to come up with a plan for this section, but decided that most of the rigs probably would not make it through. I knew this was hugely disappointing to the guys that turned around, but if anything happened in this section, recovery would be next to impossible. 2 of us would make a last-ditch effort to push onto the falls, and the others would turn around. As the sun started setting, we took one last look at the beauty that surrounded us and set off in the trail, not knowing what lied ahead or even if we could make it through. Our progression has halted. We decide the only option now is to do air down to critically low pressures.
I'm at 5 now.
Tyrone drops from the 5 psi he was running at to 2 to 3 psi. The downside of this is while you may start moving down the trail, the risk of losing beads, or even worse, rolling a tire right off the rim increases immensely. We got a big hill right ahead of us, and we're not, right now we're towing together. We came 8 hours to do this trail. It's been a gorgeous day, but there's now 2 of us. The rest have turned around. There's no possible way that we could get them in there. We're barely going to make it as it is. So we're hoping to make it. They say there's 2 big hills here. We're up, almost up one, and we'll be going up the next. It'd be disappointing not to make it. They said 3.5 kilometers. We've been about a half kilometer, so we got about 3 kilometers of this to go. We connect a strap between us to continue on. We're going to leave it connected, so when Tyrone needs a pull forward or I need a pull back, we're able to save time by not having to stop.
That's really not good.
I don't know how Tyrone read my mind just now, but I'm having serious doubts that we will make it to the falls. I've caught a glimpse of it over the treetops. It's almost in my grasp, but yet still so very far away. And there it is in all its frozen glory. Ruby Falls. We made it. All the struggles to get here have momentarily been forgotten as we bask in the beauty that surrounds us. It's truly an awe-inspiring experience. And as we leave, I stop for one more look and to reflect on the events of the day. I am glad I got to experience this, and sad at the same time we had to leave some behind. We have heard them on the radio, and they are having a few struggles getting out. The snow has set up a bit since we came in, so we push hard to make up time and catch the group. I'm probably pushing a bit too much here and almost clip a tree. Now Tyrone and I catch the group on the first deep spot. Unfortunately, Kevin has lost his four-wheel drive and is stuck. A couple others have made it across, and the forerunner is winching. I hook to Kevin and start dragging him through. We were 12 hours getting to the falls, covered about 50 kilometers, and went from 5,000 feet up to 6,400 feet. Luckily the trail has packed a bit since we went in, and we are able to make a lot better time on the way out. We made Ruby Falls. That was the coolest thing so far. It was a really hard trip in. Only two of us actually did the last 4 kilometers in, and we were connected the whole time. A couple big hills in there. The other guys, they all headed back. Well, we expected them to meet them somewhere because we thought we could truck along pretty quick, but when we were on our way back, we weren't done our struggle. One guy lost his front wheel drive, so he's in rear wheel drive only, and I'm currently hauling him out. And the other guys, we had a bead blow again. They're fixing that up and they're going to try and catch up. We're just going to try and keep motoring the way we're going. So hopefully we get it. There's some big hills to try and drag this guy up ahead of us. And I'm not sure we're going to get out, but at least we've gotten him closer to out. What a difference a few hours and packed tracks make. None of the hills were a problem, and we easily made it to the trailhead. If you want to see more adventures like this, like, subscribe, and click the bell to get notified when the next video goes live. If you want to be part of the next adventure, comment below and even suggest where the next amazing trail might take us. Then a few minutes later, the rest of the group arrives. All a bit tired, but happy to get back on real roads. It's been an adventure I'm sure no one will forget. We air up and get ready to hit the road. Stories of the day are plentiful. Laughs are shared and friendships are solidified. This was an epic journey, filled with excitement and bittersweet moments, as we bid farewell without uttering the words goodbye, knowing our paths will cross again in the future.